All right, so let's talk about the 1986 Trick or Treat movie pre order experience. So, I have been collecting Blu rays, and let's say I've been collecting movies since I was little. So, VHSs, Trick or Treat was one of them. We still have the box that came in. I think the earliest movies I remember collecting is Hellraiser 1 and 2, um, Land Before Time, Masters of the Universe, Trick or Treat. These are some of the earlier childhood movies, and I still have that Trick or Treat. With that being said, I remember seeing that movie for sale at Walmart that had the Ozzy and Gene cover, and it was in a $5.96 bin. And I think we grabbed. I know we grabbed one. We might have grabbed two, but there was like a bunch of them, and it was really weird because where I've collected movies and VHSs and those go to DVDs, and then I went Blu-ray. What was the other one that came out with the red disc? I mean the red. Whenever you saw the high definition DVDs or Blu-rays, they had a red box and a blue box. I can't remember the company with the red box, but they went out of business basically. So I chose the blue, thankfully. Um, which it don't matter. But anyway, so now it's mainly Blu-rays. So getting into 4Ks, I only do certain movies. Like I'm super excited about the Nightmare on Elm Street, and I do think very soon into the future, 4Ks is going to be really cool to go down that avenue and have some of these films upgraded in sound. Which the 4K, like I said, I only buy a couple. I have not seen that Trick or Treat movie go to Blu-ray. I am even a subscriber to Horror Pack. I've been doing that for years. There's apparently limited edition um, movies or Blu-rays in there. I get some that are autographed. I don't open any of these. All of them are unopened. Um, and there's some limited edition Blu-rays that are worth a whole lot of money. So other than that, I don't buy movies as much anymore. But I do the horror pack. I did pre-order Terrifier 3 because I loved it. All of that is a long-winded answer to letting you know that it takes a lot for me to get away from um, my Blu-rays and go into a 4K environment. So Trick or Treat comes along, and I bought a Blu-ray, supposed Blu-ray of Trick or Treat through Facebook for like $15. You can still get them online, and so I bought it before, but there was never nothing official. And I messaged Horror Pack and I said, "Why don't you guys have this movie?" And they said that they've been trying for years. Shout Factory has been trying for years. So when a company like Synapse, that I don't know that well, I think I've heard about them, and then there's a couple other people involved in this um, 4K venture, and they've done a great job with it. Even there's somebody that's in commentary that I talk to that I have purchased things from, which you'll know at the end of the month. Um, there's somebody that I talked to that is going to be giving commentary to the Blu-ray. This company did a great job, so I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to hear it. And when it went on sale, there was this big build up where they talked about it. It's going to be before Halloween. Then you don't hear nothing for literally 3 or 4 months. And all of a sudden, there's this weird post, and I've posted it on here before. It's a red picture with lightning and a cassette and a countdown. And I was like, okay, what time will that be? I got to make sure I'm up. So it was luckily right before my bedtime because I work third shift. And so I wake up, I'm counting down. I make the video for TikTok. And right before bed, I go on there. And I'm like, okay, so here's all of these links. But I want all. I'm torn. Like, if I get all three, I don't want to open them. But I want to open one of them for sure. But I'm planning on just not opening them. And I don't know if which one I should open. I know which one's my favorite. B is my favorite, followed by C, and A is my least favorite. So I got onto the site, and it was really weird because, like I said, there was three different places: the Synapse, Orbit, and then one other place. And I wasn't sure which one to pick. So I'm clicking through there, and I was like, well, I'd rather get it straight through the Synapse. But where I was having such a funky time, I just accidentally picked Orbit, and I was like, fine. And I remember I added one to the cart, and then it wouldn't let me continue shopping. It was really weird. So what I had to do is go back, add all three to my favorites, then go from my favorites, move to cart, move to cart, move to cart. And I bought all three. Was it expensive? Listen, so some movies, Alien Romulus, to me, that is my movie of the year. As far as the movies that's came on at the theater, and I haven't seen every movie in the theater, but I've seen quite a bit. Alien Romulus, followed by Terrifier 3, followed by Beetlejuice. So I was really excited to buy that Blu-ray. It takes something like that for me to go out of my way to buy a Blu-ray now because I have so many. And so I get out there, and you get online to order it, and it's $40 for Alien Romulus. I'm sorry, but we're not doing that. We're not paying $40 for Alien Romulus, okay? $22 for Terrifier 3. Gotcha. I'll do that. Brand new? Sure. So for the Fastway, or the Fastway, for the Trick or Treat movie, it was $66.66. Now, I will tell you, I love what they did here. So they only printed 6,666 copies of this film. So each variant has 2,222 available for that variant. There's three variants, equals that number. So to sell it for 66.66 was pretty cool also. So I didn't want to pay that much, but you look at everything that you're getting. I think you're getting the CD. So you're getting a 4K. Most 4Ks are $20 to $30, okay? You're getting the CD. If it's upscaled and everything, then that CD can run for $10 to $15. Then you're getting posters and pictures and things of that nature. So, in my opinion, $66 is not bad. And I went ahead and bought three because these are going to be rare. They are going to have a cheaper standard edition. A part of me don't want to open the others. But I do want to watch the commentary. I'm dying to hear more from Dave King about everything that has gone on. Um, because he's one of my favorite singers. And then I would like to see everything that's in at least one of those boxes. So I'm real torn about that. What are you going to do when it comes to that? So, but apparently, after I made my order, I go to bed and then I get up and I hear that they've sold out on certain sites. And then I heard that the main site is down. So I was like, wow, I'm really glad I did not go through that main site. And I think right now there is still some available, but there's not a lot. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, how many people was just that quick urgency buy at $66? And then they had time to think about it and was just like, I'm not going to buy that at $66 right now. So there is a few available, but I kind of feel like this would have sold out in an hour. If all the hype, everything, bam, 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 I kind of feel like it would have been done within an hour. So it's a success. I don't know how they got it. I don't know what trick they played or how they got it over Shout Factory and everybody. It was probably a high-end purchase. This movie is, to me, one of the most sincere rock and roll movies out there. What I mean by that is there's so many other movies that I feel that just don't capture the essence of how cool music was and how important to people that music was in rock and roll at that time. You go into movies like Rockstar, which I think was pretty decent, but it did have kind of like a cheap quality to it. And then you go Rock of Ages. I've never even finished that. I can't. There was some attractive females in it, but I felt like Tom Cruise could have done a great job, but nobody wanted to tell him to take another take. So what you got was what you got, and it was, to me, just so cringeworthy. I couldn't buy into it. Then you had a couple of other movies in the 80s that were rock based, but they have this level of what I consider cheesiness. I don't consider the Trick or Treat movie cheesy at all. I kind of think it's a great movie, and I look forward to making other videos like what I feel happened in the end of the film. Is Sammi Curr dead? I talk more about the history and how Sammi Curr became what he became. I talk about the demon. I talk about everything that's involved in that. And so you're going to want to stay around for that. And trust me, you're going to want to see the collectible. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my pre-order experience. I'm excited to get them. I will be in North Carolina, in Wilmington, at the high school that Trick or Treat was recorded, that iconic scene was recorded at. So I will be at that high school. I look forward to seeing everybody else out there. I do have straight from the master source after midnight that I will be asking if I could show on their screen there. No, I will not post it online. Um, the original owner of that. I don't know if I can use his name. I need to ask him, but I'm also kind of trying to wait for this Blu-ray and wait for me to show off what I purchased from him before I kind of go into names and stuff like that. But I'll be there, so I'll be taking videos on TikTok. So you're gonna want to be here for everything Trick or Treat. I probably have enough information to give on it for another couple of months, and then I have a really cool announcement next year that we're going to all try to make together, because this film, I think after this year, there's been so much hype. I think people are going to see this film differently. I think you're going to see fan films possibly from it. But the big challenge with this film sounds like that's going to have to be another video.